home. In Commitment 2026 news tonight, being called the worst by the President of the United States. During his trip to Hebron, Kentucky yesterday, President Trump continued attacks on Northern Kentucky U.S. Congressman Thomas Massie in his own district.
To find out what it feels like to be on the receiving end of that kind of criticism, WLWT News 5's Todd Dykes headed a couple hours east to Cincinnati to talk one-on-one with Massie.
Well, Thomas Massie is no stranger to harsh words from the president. In fact, Mr. Trump called Massie a moron during the National Prayer Breakfast last month. And as a sign of how the congressman handles comments like that, Massie told me today that he's glad he's in the president's prayers. Speaking to his supporters in Hebron on Wednesday, President Trump sounded off on Thomas Massie, who represents Northern Kentucky in Congress.
He is the worst person. His name is... What the hell? How did he ever end up in Kentucky? His name is Thomas Massie. Thomas Massie is a disaster for our party.
A little later, Ed Galrine, the candidate Mr. Trump has endorsed to replace Massie, piled on.
I hope the fake news gets this. Tom Massie stands with the ladies of The View.
I've got a thick skin. You know, I vote with the party and with President Trump 91% of the time. One of those 9% cases where I deviated, and I think it struck a nerve with him, was when I forced the release of the Epstein files. I authored that bill.
Today, I talked to Massie about the swipes the president keeps taking at him during a visit to Massie's farm in Lewis County.
You know, I still like Donald Trump, believe it or not. I voted for him 3 times, but Ronald Reagan said trust but verify, and that's where I am. I trust, but sometimes he has bad advisors. Sometimes he has the wrong people whispering in his ear. I trust the voters to figure this out.
Now, Representative Massie said he would prefer not to have Mr. Trump, the leader of his own party, bashing him in his own district, which includes Northern Kentucky. But Massie noted that yesterday's trip to Hebron by President Trump led to an online fundraising haul of nearly $50,000 for his campaign to keep his seat in Congress. Reporting here in Lewis County, Todd Dykes, WLWT News 5.